So it feels like we're back in 2018. The words Howey test is all over social media and on YouTube. Two massive developments in cryptocurrency over the last few days. This is what it means for us crypto holders. We're going to look at the main reasons why the SEC are attacking cryptocurrency. First with staking and now with the BUSD pair on Binance. Will it unpeg? If you've not yet done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell button because I will be doing a live stream publicly tomorrow for the CPI reaction. Before we go to the screen though, I do want to explain a little bit more detail why the SEC are so important with cryptocurrency and most importantly in the investment world. Standing for the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, it is a federal agency responsible for enforcing federal security laws and regulating securities in the US markets. The SEC's main objective is to protect investors, maintain fair, orderly, efficient markets, and to facilitate capital formation. The SEC have used the Howey test in the past and they're using it now to determine whether things are a security in the cryptocurrency space. There's four main things here. These are the four. You've got Bitcoin and Ethereum investment trusts. You've got initial coin offerings. Yeah, back in those days. The good times. If you weren't here around then, sorry. If you know, you know. Tokens that express or have interest in a bigger financial company entity. For example here, Ripple. And the final one, the one that is offering the most kind of heat at the moment is cryptocurrency investments as opportunities, but with potential returns, aka staking. So let's head over to the screen. If you've not yet done so, check out the links below to Patreon where you get more videos from me and extra private live streams, as well as a pretty awesome Discord community. A couple of days ago, heard a little rumor, a little birdie by Brian Armstrong stating that, well, the SEC might well be looking at getting rid of cryptocurrency staking in the US. This is where it all started. And there's always been rumblings about this because there has been some really dodgy, shady stuff in the past. As you know, Celsius, Freeway, good one. What else is there? There's obviously BlockFi, you get the idea. But a bit different to on-chain staking, right? On-chain staking is a protocol security element within the protocol, not let's put USD in something and get a glorious return of yield from God knows where, right? So that was the start of it. The second element is not this. Yes, there we go. The SEC were targeting Kraken. Now, this is where the rumors kind of started from, and Kraken were the one. Now, I laugh and giggle about this, but this is a lot of money. A 30 million lawsuit kind of went. And Jesse, who is in charge of Kraken, tweeted about this thinking, oh, it was so simple. I just had to fill out a form and that. No, it's not as simple as that. $30 million to, wow, it's crazy when you think about it. The way I see it, they just want their hands in the pot and they're trying to, in my opinion, manipulate control over the industry to make it more suited for them. You know, use the words here. Let's keep customers and investors safe here. Feels like they're not, personally, because the way I look at this, where were they with Luna UST? Where were they when all these crap coins are literally taking people's money? Even in a fair market, they're taking people's money. They're going for exchanges where realistically they're relatively quite well known and they've been offering this service for a very, very long time without any issue, right? Even with FTX going corrupt, even with all that kind of stuff happening, these are the ones that are doing okay, right? Blows my mind a little bit. Don't know about you, but let me know in the comments what you think. And today, kind of today, yes-ish today. There was rumblings last night, but it's all kind of kicking off now. The New York Department of Financial Services has reportedly ordered the blockchain company Paxos Trust to stop issuing the dollar-pegged Binance USD coin. Now, this all comes shortly after a notice by the SEC to Paxos as well. Oh no. So yeah, it's all getting a little bit blood and thunder at the minute. It's not looking great. So just be careful with what you're doing. Certainly if you're in the US, especially with what stablecoins you're using and stuff like that, you may well get trapped. Now, I'm not saying that this is FUD, but all I'm saying is you do not want the power of something where they can seize your assets. So please heed this as a warning. Don't be holding BUSD if you're on an American exchange or something like that. If you've got it decentralized, cool, but make sure if you do, you've got an avenue where you can swap it into something else where you can then obviously buy, sell, do whatever you want with it, okay? Heed that as a warning. good. Now, again, it's on Binance. Stop minting of the BUSD. It's all over the place. It is also creating a little bit of a problem. Why? Because Binance is starting to react. Now, this is just a weekly time frame. It doesn't look great, but it has reacted this morning. Obviously, you can see the chart. It's down 6% versus the likes of BTC. It's a relatively big chunk. Now, this is like, I know I say it, but resistance, always the FUD comes out and always the bad news. And it is kind of obvious, right? If we're looking at the technicals here, we are still in somewhat of, I would argue, a bit of a weekly range here. So we'll see where things do go. But if we are going to start seeing some fuddy McFud pants, we probably will look to react and test these lows here. Now, I've been saying this for a while. I personally think the bottom of this market is in. However, there's a caveat to this, unless something fundamentally breaks. Don't mince my words, but you cannot predict the future, right? However, you can analyze and speculate of what the chart is telling you. Right now, it doesn't look too bad. However, if the SEC come on us like a ton of bricks, and guess what? Yeah, this is banned, this is banned, this is when you can't do that anymore. It's good while it lasted, boys and girls. Let's pack up and go home. It will go down, right? Always, right? So just bear that in mind, please. But yeah, nothing, as I said literally 2 weeks ago on my Twitter, and people are like, oh, you're so depressing. And I literally went, well, nothing's safe in crypto, and it really isn't. So just bear that in mind, please. So when we look at the markets, yeah, things are looking not great, right? So that's an interesting point. BTC. Again, similar sort of situation, a lot smaller box this time, but you can kind of see where we are right now. Big giga pump into this level. Now, for me, when we're looking at like low to high of this weekly time frame, $18,000, in my opinion, is a real interesting level. I think this is an interesting level too, but we might actually just do this actually. Let me just make this a little bit bigger and make this a little bit chunkier. We might also be falling into this range here where it might just be pretty boring. Now, it doesn't look like much, but when you're looking at this, it's 144 days worth of range pants, right? It's boring. When you look on like the 2-day time frame, you can see it in more detail. It's like ranging in between this region. What if that happens again? Well, it'll take us all the way to June, you may add. So won't be fun. And yeah, we'll see where things go. But yeah, if we're looking at the fibs, yeah, demand levels. There's going to be demand here, obviously, 21K, give or take around that point. It could bounce from that point. But with the market news right now, it's not looking great. However, catalyst. I like it when prices go down because it means liquidity. Big giga pump, I get excited. Look for liquidity. If we start to turn and we go higher, I'll be very, very excited. But we'll see and, we'll go from there. However, that's that. The final thing I want to really talk about today on here is obviously the total market cap. Again, similar sort of situation. Ignore the different colors because I have, obviously, you probably noticed I've changed my charts because why not? Again, I don't think we've had the consolidation phase yet. I don't think we've had the boringness yet. This, as I said before, could be the bottom, right, at the market. Hunky-dory if it is. Great, I've been loading up at these levels anyways. But we could be like bimbling around here for a very long time if that does happen. If there's uncertainty in the market and people are shitting themselves because the SEC, CPI, Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, what they're fucking doing, it might be a problem and it may well create a lot of people going, I'm not that interested. However, said it before in previous videos, we might follow gold as well. We might also be, you know what, that crypto stuff, that random unicorn, pebble dust, random stuff, like what you can get in Harry Potter games looks pretty good. Might buy some of that. You get the idea, so we may well find that too. So just bear that in mind. Anyways, finally, I am doing a live stream on Tuesday, tomorrow, Valentine's Day, right? Be nice if you join me. CPI, huge important factor for why the market's doing what it's doing. A lot of people got their eyes on this. This is probably why the market hasn't been volatile over the weekend, but obviously this morning, a lot of news came out. The consensus is 0.62. Yeah, or 6.2, sorry, if I put my words right. Maybe. But before I talk about this tomorrow at length, we have got the month-on-month inflation data. This is off the brand new revised data, right? 0.4 up. That is an interesting one because considering the fact that in November it went down quite a bit, it went down quite a decent chunk into the negatives for the first time in a very, very long while. And now we're like, oh, what? Excuse me, we're going up 0.4. So we need to bear that in mind. It is a new data metric. It could be interesting, so make sure you understand that. The markets may well be volatile. When you add the SEC, when you add potential staking rumblings, news clips, and all kinds of stuff all around the world, as well as the CPI. Yeah, it could be fun. Anyways, if you enjoy my stuff, leave a like. Join Patreon if you want more content from me, or if you want to join my community. It's awesome, by the way. There's like 400 people in there. It's all pretty good. We all do well. And yeah, leave a like and subscribe, and I hope my microphone is better today. New lighting coming for next week. These videos are going to be much better.